Good morning, family. How you guys doing? There's no one here to my life, so I'll just sit and wait. Whew. They said water is life, so let's have more water. Oh my goodness. So, guys, today we'll be going through this book to fuel my knowledge about business, about being a CEO, not just being a CEO, being an effective CEO. So read this with me. So let's go to page. I started reading it already, but I just feel like I should start from chapter one again so that I can get everything clearly. Hi. Oh, thank you. Son of man, son of God. Thank you. Thanks for joining my life. I love how you call me daughter of God. Oh yes, I'm a proud daughter of God. You can say that again and again. That's my name, daughter of God. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Yeah, this joy of being a CEO. Thank you. What country are you watching from? Nigeria. Oh, Lekki Fisu. That means you're in Lagos. Oh my god. How do I look like a saint now? Are you being serious right now? I'm looking like a saint? That's serious. What do you mean by that? Like, how do I look like a saint? Let me get you straight. I want to understand better. How do I look like a saint? Maybe there's something I need to know that I'm not aware. Something I need to be aware of that I'm not aware of. Just let me know. Let me know. Like I'm curious. So our content of book here is telling us about getting clear on what to focus on as being a good CEO, an effective CEO for that matter. And then the second one, they will be telling us about your zone of genius. And then the third, auditing your time. The fourth one, becoming defensive with your time. You know, when you want to do things in a serious way, you have to be effective your time, and you have to be defensive. You understand? So we'll learn more about that when we read. Then your do not to do list. Okay, that will be interesting because there's sometimes you just go into unnecessary things that don't matter, but the fact that you are confused on what to do, like you don't really know what you stand on to focus on. I just think the chapter will be very interesting to read. Okay, what to focus on going forward. Very nice. I think that would be booming too. Creating an idea bank. Okay, how to manage them. It should be how to manage your finances. That is that's cool. Then determining what to delegate or outsource. Wow, the content is mind blowing. Then putting it all together. Wow, that is the section one of this book. All these things mentioned is from the section one. So by the time we start, we'll understand better. But I think the content is interesting. So I think we should start from the section one for today. At least we'll have like few minutes. We'll just do one or two before we end our life. I should subscribe. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I do have good numbers. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. I think I should subscribe to you too. Let me see. How do I do this? Why are people not joining my live? It's just you. It's just you I have here. And I really wanted people to be around so that this would be so interesting. Like, so I will have the motivation to read and explain. I can't do this alone. Okay, this is our section one. Honing your focus. We're talking about honing your focus. So, about honing your focus, they said, is time or lack therefore actually your problem? That's the question they ask first. When you're about honing your focus, is it time or lack therefore actually your problem? That's the question. This question is very, very important. Okay, let's go forward by reading. He said, if you are anything like the CEO I work with, then I'm guessing that time is one of your biggest challenges. And it's actually one of the biggest challenges. Like in everything we do, time is one of, in short, life itself, time is the biggest challenges because There are some times in your life that you keep questioning yourself. Let me use, for instance, the situation in our country right now, like Nigeria. There are sometimes you keep facing some challenges while coming up, and then through school, academically, maybe after school, find a job and all that. Do you know that most of the time is the time we are bothered about? Because when you look at the time keep moving forward, and then nothing is being done. Efforts that you are putting through, like you're not seeing any effects with the energy, with the time invested. At the end of the day, your own time you are destined to be on earth, you'll be worried like you are aging. So I think this is what they are trying to say here. Time is the problem. They asked the question, and yes, time is the problem. So how do we manage this time to make sure we live happy, to make sure we actualize our dream? Okay, so let's go forward. In fact, that's probably one of the biggest reasons why you bought this book. Oh wow, interesting. As when you are running a company and you have so many responsibilities, it can quickly land up feeling like there are never enough minutes and the day. Like what I said earlier, which is why I completely get the appeal of anything that offers help in giving you an edge or taking back some control. Wow. I didn't, goodness. This is interesting. Now, reclaiming your time is a massive part of what I am going to be helping you with this book. But therefore, we get to that. Sorry. But before we get to that, I would be doing you a decisive. Okay, sorry. I'll be doing you a disservice as your coach and guide if I did not challenge you to shift some perspective that may be getting in your way. This is why I want you to take a moment and consider what if or lack therefore isn't actually the problem. Oh, yes. In some cases, it's actually not the problem. So let's keep going forward. And what if instead there is a different issue that is causing the lack of time? Oh goodness. This is so interesting. They ask another important question here. And what if instead there is a different issue that is causing your lack of time? Yes, because people say time is money, and time is actually money. And then, when apart from money, you building your future, you need time to build your future. And then, what if you are